Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at the CAW Windows virus. This virus infects nearly every exe opened on the system, although it doesn't do a great job and usually ends up corrupting a lot of them. It arrives on your system as a standard exe file. In this case, it's an infected copy of paintbrush.exe, and once we launch that, it's going to install itself as a virtual device driver in the system and then begin infecting all the exes it can find. So let's go ahead and do that. We run it, we just see untitled paint, and it's just paint. I mean, other than the fact that it's carrying a deadly virus. But that's what we're all about on this channel. Close that, we don't need to save that. Oh, real quick, I forgot. I need to launch Word and write my term paper. Uh-oh. Looks like Word might be corrupted already. Yeah, I think it found Word, and now it's not working anymore. Okay, well, I had something I needed to show with that virus, but no, you're not going to let me do it. Alright, I had to go hunting for it, but I did manage to find my cool resume from a previous video I made about a month ago. So this will work too. I'm going to open it up. Sometimes when you launch a shortcut, like a Word document that then launches the program will then work, but not in this case. Yeah, it seems like Word was totally screwed before we could even open it at all. So yeah, welcome to CAW. Let's start taking a look at some more executables here. Let's go into Windows. How about calculator? Oh, we just froze the entire machine. So instead of an illegal operation, we're just going to have to hard reset. We'll be right back. Well, the Welcome to Windows 95 program still works, so that's good. Let's take another look. Okay, I at least need Solitaire to work. Please, Solitaire, save me from this boredom. Thank goodness. Okay. We can still play Solitaire, so everything is okay. We can make do without Calculator. We don't need it. It was holding us back. But as long as Solitaire is functional, I think things are going to be okay. Now how about we take a look at some payloads. This virus has a payload that activates on any day when the minutes value is set to 0. So we're going to set the seconds to 0 just so we have a full minute to do it. And now that the minutes is 0, the virus is looking for bitmap, JPEG, Word document, WRI, basic files, SAV files, PDF, RTF, and text files. And when we run any of those, they still work. Why do they still work? You know what? I don't think the virus is in memory yet. Let's fix that. Crap. Well, let's reset and actually get the virus to load into memory this time, and then I'll show you the payload. Now you remember I listed off all of those file extensions that the virus is trying to delete? Well, that actually serves as a really easy marker to tell which files are infected. If I open Notepad and then just drag any exe file in here, we're not going to be able to really understand anything, of course. It's just going to be gibberish from the binary. But we know calc broke. But if we load calc in here and scroll all the way to the bottom, we can see this added line here with all of those extensions I just listed, as well as winword.exe. These are all the file extensions that the virus is trying to delete, and we can tell it's infected calculator, and that's why it crashed when we tried to run it. Let's try just running a few other things. Hopefully we're not going to crash the entire system. Free cell still there, that's good. I just need this to not crash long enough for me to make this video. Now hopefully the virus is now in memory. Now we will switch this. 0. Oh, I said 0. 0. 0. Now, if we launch internet.txt, dang it, Crap. Okay. So I rebooted after Word crashed the machine again. And it started up. And I was able to load up my awesome resume. So Word is infected and now it launched. So we're going to try that. Now let's set the time to 0. 0 and you to 0. So we have a full minute. And Word document was one of those extensions, right? Oh, we opened it. Cannot find WinWord.exe. So it deleted Word right as soon as we tried to launch that. How about text? Oh, can't find it. You want to create a new file? It's like Windows is taunting you. So here it is. You know, you got your older brother. He's got the toy you want. He's holding it up over your head. Oh, you wanted to come and take it. Oh, you want to open netlog.txt? Well, too bad. It's gone. Oh, good times. Oh, open setup.log.txt. Okay, hey, it's not there anymore. Do you want to just make a new one? Sure, there's nothing in it, but hey, you can have it back. Isn't that nice? Hey, look, it's back. Just kidding, it's gone. So the same thing happens with bitmap files, if you remember. And since all these desktop backgrounds are bitmaps, I haven't tested this, but I want to see what happens if we go into the wallpapers here and start previewing these bitmaps. Like if we apply it, hey, it works. Okay, that's neat. How about Bubbles, my favorite? Hey, Bubbles, you're still there. Okay, we're gonna leave Bubbles on. Actually, Bubbles is really ugly on camera. The minute also changed, so yeah, let me set the minute back because we only get 1 minute to do this. And now let's go change back to our red. Where is it? My red blocks is gone. None of these are showing up. You notice this? I think now that we're back on the 0 minute, it's actually deleting these. Oh, cannot find the wallpaper. Yeah, so when it tries to preview the bitmap, it is deleting them entirely. Bubbles, no, it's gone again. We just had it. We still have it here on the screen. Well, I guess that'll be our memory of Bubbles. Okay, I can apply the pattern, the cobblestone pattern. Well, I was going to reset the time just to give us a little bit more to continue messing with file deletion. But it seems run DLL32 is now also infected and not working currently. So I guess our files are safe for now. So we know text files got deleted. But they're not getting deleted now, but we can't even open them with Notepad anymore. Great. So you can see CAW is really a lovely virus. It's very stable, does what the author intended it to do, and doesn't just completely mess up your system as soon as you run it. As we could tell when I started this video and had to restart about 4 times in order to get this to actually work somewhat. It's still not perfect. We're still running into problems with Notepad and run DLL32. Can I run regular Notepad? See, that's fine. See, this is what I was talking about earlier with the Word documents. You can run sometimes files associated with the program and the program will launch. But in this case, we couldn't just open text files. We have to go to Notepad and then we can load them like that. So it's just a really unstable virus. Its tendency to corrupt files it infects really makes sure it's not going to spread very far from the host system. It does spread to EXEs very quickly, but if the person can't use their computer to spread one of those EXEs, it's not going to go anywhere. Real quick, I'm going to open Notepad in Notepad. We're going to go back to that file infection code that we saw at the end here. And if you notice before, there's a string that says C:/AW. CAW, which is where the virus gets its name. The virus behavior actually changes if we create this file. So we're going to save it on C. It's going to be called AW. We're going to come over here We're going to close you for now. We're going to rename you to get rid of that extension because the virus does not want the extension, just wants that. I want to open this with Notepad. Let's see if we can do it. Alright, we can. So now that we have this open, the virus lets us specify the extensions we want to delete on the 0 minute. Or the programs. It doesn't care which, as long as you specify them here. And now that we've created this file, it will no longer delete all those text or bitmaps or JPEGs or Word documents that we had before. So I guess you could sort of inoculate yourself against the damage that this virus causes. But in reality, I think the damage was already done when it corrupted half the programs on your computer. I'm going to tell it .ini is my mortal enemy. I don't want those on my computer anymore. Can we change the time yet? Oh, now we can change the time. Okay. I haven't restarted yet, by the way. We just saw run DLL was crashing when I tried to change the time. Now it's good. Okay. So I specified that I want INIs deleted, right? Let's go find some. Here's one. Oh, can't find it. Too bad. So I have now modified Caw to do my bidding. Goodbye, whatever you were. You know what? Telephone.ini? Oh, nope. How about gone.ini? Hey, look. Settings for solitaire. Nope, they're gone. I think that's about all I can mention for the file deletion payload. There's not too much more I can really say about it. Now that the minute changed, we're back to opening files instead of deleting them. So if this virus was more stable, maybe it would have been a little more annoying when random files you tried to open would be deleted, but then other ones would work just a short time later if you couldn't figure out that it would only be deleted on the 0 minute. But that's okay. We've got one more payload to take a look at, which activates on July 7th, and usually this shows up right as soon as I change the date. Okay, good. I thought the computer froze for a minute there. Alright, July 7th. As soon as I hit OK, it should show up. No, not this time. Usually it does. Alright, let's try running Notepad. Oh, here we go. Old disk utility write error. You are using a disk utility designed for an older version of MS-DOS or Windows. Your files may be damaged if the utility writes to the disk. To run it, but prevent it from writing to your disk, click Yes. To stop the utility, click No. So the utility in this case is the virus, and it's trying a very low-level sector write to your hard drive. It's picking 12 random sectors and is trying to just delete the information in them. Unfortunately, it does not go about this in the proper way and lock the drive for this purpose exclusively to the virus. Now, since it does not get that exclusive lock, Windows throws this error and says, hey, you can't do that. We can let it run but not let it write the data it wants, or we can just quit entirely. And since this is a virus, this is pretty much as far as we're gonna get. So we'll say yes, 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 yes. No, so those aren't deleted. You can see part of an icon up here and here, and the words just disappeared from this one, but we are locked up. It's one of those Windows 95 lockups where it's frozen, but you can still move the mouse. You can hear the CPU speaker clicking at me now. Alright, we're gonna restart and see what happens. Now, normally we can't get much farther than just the initial boot up, but we will see. Yeah, I know we didn't properly shut down. I didn't really have a choice. Well, we booted up. I guess since no infected programs have been run yet. Yeah, WinWord is gone. Sorry, Microsoft Word. You're out of here. One of these is gonna try and delete some sectors, and we'll get that same error again. There it is. No, don't do it. Okay. Hey, we're good. Everything we try to run is just trying to do that. Ooh, Explorer disappeared. I guess we can still Control-Alt-Delete, but everything else is gone, so we have to restart once more. Alright, we're back once again, but we can't really do much on our computer because every time we try to do anything, oh, this time it froze. Last time it threw that weird disk write error. This is really the best case scenario that you're gonna see with the CAW virus. Your computer is either going to be completely unusable because it's freezing all the time when you try to launch programs, your files are disappearing entirely because you're running them when the minutes are equal to 0, or you happen to be using your computer on July 7th and nothing runs because Windows keeps complaining about some obscure disk write error. And that's really about it for the CAW virus. The bulk of its destructive capabilities lie in its inability to infect files without corrupting them. If it could get that under control, it would be a nice, streamlined virus that infects files very quickly, annoys the user when it starts deleting their files, but very subtly, and then eventually, if it could properly get access to the disk, would start formatting random sectors on your hard drive, which would lead to some pretty entertaining behavior. Well, entertaining for me and you watching this video. For a person actually out there in December 1999 when this virus was found, probably not so entertaining. But this right here goes to show this is the likely experience a user would have if they got infected with CAW. And that is about it for the CAW Windows virus. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.